The NFL preseason is a time for many fans to watch their favorite team stress-free because the games don't matter. Unless you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, in which case it's their only chance of winning a game. Preseason action can be traced back to before the NFL even existed. In fact, until 1920, small local football leagues would schedule exhibition games against teams from other leagues, often referred to as barnstorming. This practice of scheduling your own games is still used in the preseason today. After the NFL was established in 1920, every game that teams played counted in the standings. This meant you could theoretically play against high school teams every game, and since the champion was crowned without a game to decide it, you would have the title. In 1921, however, the NFL made it that you had to play teams from inside the league to count, and when the 9-0-2 Buffalo All-Americans scheduled a game against the 7-1 Chicago Bears, it was not intended to count as it was after the typical football season. However, the NFL saw this as a game between the two best teams in the league and had declared it the 1921 NFL Championship. The Bears won, but if the All-Americans hadn't scheduled the game in the first place, they would have emerged victorious as the champions. 3 years later, in 1924, the league changed the rules so that any football games held after the month of December were exhibitions. The 12-game regular season schedule was set in the mid-1930s, but teams continued to schedule non-NFL exhibitions before and during the season. For instance, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were known then as the Pittsburgh Pirates, were widely known to have been playing in the NFL and the Western Pennsylvania circuit. By the 1960s, teams started playing 14 regular season games, shortening the preseason in the process. Each year, they played 4 or 5 preseason games. In 1966, all 9 AFL teams participated in 4 preseason contests. However, the number of preseason games would dramatically rise by the conclusion of the decade. As a result of the 1970 AFL-NFL merger, the new NFL was granted an exemption from the Sherman Antitrust Act, which was an act from 1890 that prohibited the overall control of trade and commerce, which in turn encouraged team owners to lengthen the preseason exhibition schedule, as well as to require those who held season tickets to pay for 1, 2, and even 3 exhibition games in order to maintain their tickets. Between 1970 and 1977, the NFL season consisted of 14 regular season games and 6 exhibition games, with the latter not necessarily being split into 3 home and 3 away games. Afterwards, for 41 years from 1978 to 2019, the regular season became 16 games long and the preseason went from 6 to 4 games. Unfortunately, in 2020, the preseason was called off due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Lastly, in 2021, overtime was done away with completely in preseason games. Additionally, because the regular season was now expanded to 17 games in 18 weeks, the preseason was shortened to 3 games. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you want to help out our channel, you can subscribe and like for more content and more videos like this. Leave a comment of a video that you want to see in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.